exciting!
Inspiring! The best!
ASHA is amazing!
There are 1.1 million workers in the hotel and restaurant industry in the Philippines alone, 9.5 million in Europe, and 212 million in the United States. Vast investments have been made in construction of local assets in the country: Pacor Entertainment City, Boracay Equestrian Club, Misibis Bay, Baliaroca Resorts, and the Balasin Island Club in Quezon. And a noteworthy surge in foreign hotel ventures: Marriott Group of Hotels, Raffles and Fairmont Hotel, Holiday Inn, Ritz-Carlton, Movenpick Hotels, Discovery Primea, and recently, Marco Polo. This then positions hospitality as the world's fastest growing industry and an impending and stable means of moving up and forward both for the Philippines and the Filipinos. This sets the gauge of a feasible, impressive economic growth. The Asian School of Hospitality Arts, the only hotel school in the country, is tailored to fit the demands of the hospitality industry. It is strongly founded by its competent core courses: Bachelor of Science in Hotel and Restaurant Management, Bachelor of Science in Tourism, and Bachelor of Science in Entrepreneurship, and made stronger by its intricate and specific career-driven programs: Professional Cooking with Certificate in Hotel and Restaurant Operations, Barista with Certificate in Hotel and Restaurant Operations, Certificate in Professional Cooking Series, Diploma in Hospitality Management, Management in Accounting, and soon, Specialized Butler Service. Implementing a uniquely Filipino hospitality culture and teaching paradigm is ASHA's lifeblood, a faculty roster comprised of seasoned hoteliers and veterans who have had years of industry experience both here and abroad. ASHA prides itself with its Earn and Learn program, which holds a strong affinity between education and employment, making it possible to extend both quality education and a stable source of living across more than 7,100 islands. Wisely situated in various locations in the country, ASHA simulates and imparts actual training in hotel grounds. Further empowering the institution are its notable partners: TESDA, Commission on Higher Education; Tagaytay Highlands, Manila Ocean Park, Waterfront Manila Pavilion Hotel, Hotel H2O and Manila Oceanarium, the Island Cove Hotel and Leisure Park, Cravings, C2 Classic Cuisine, Seven Suites Hotel Observatory, the Orange Place Hotel, and the Center for Culinary Arts Manila. Over the years, ASHA has witnessed dreams being brought to life. Corinne Pastor and Joshua Delio are cooks at Ritz-Carlton, Florida, USA. John Jester Cruz, food and beverage staff at Royal Caribbean Cruise Liner. JZ Mendonez, bartender in Singapore. Jeff Patriarca, baker in Dubai. Over the years, ASHA has taken the Filipino dream to the world, the Asian School of Hospitality Arts, the home of the future global hospitality leaders.
Good evening mga E-Estudyante. Welcome to another episode of ASHA E-Skwela, brought to you by ASHA Free Education Online. Ako nga pala si Dr. Angie Blanco, Dean ng ASHA, Asian School of Hospitality Arts in Antipolo. At today, tayo ay matututo ng magkasama. Ang ating episode today ay tungkol sa Brandy. Bartending module pa rin tayo. Last week ay whiskey ang lesson natin. So, tutuloy lang natin yan today. Okay, ang ating speaker ay walang iba kung hindi si Nelson Navarro, isang batikang bartender for 15 years. So, right now ay nasa barko siya.
Yes.
And sailing sa Viking Cruise Line. And tonight, share niya ang kanyang kaalaman tungkol sa brandy. Okay, Sir Nelson, take it away.
Yes, good morning dito sa amin sa US, sa Florida. And good evening sa ating mga estudyante sa ASHA, sa Asian School of Hospitality Arts. Well, for this afternoon, we will be discuss about bartending for the topic of the continuation of the topic of the alcoholic beverages, which is now our topic will be the brandy. Okay, so to start with, I will try first to discuss what will be our ILO or our intended learning outcome. At the end of the session, the participants should be able to define what is the definition or of cognac, brandy, armagnac, and grappa, to know the different fruit brandies, also to know the use of brandy and the service of the brandy. And lastly, to know the different brandy cocktails, including the brandy Alexander, the Stinger, and the Sidecar, which also we have a little bit demonstration on how to make the cocktail name Sidecar. Okay, just to give you a little bit introduction regarding about the brandy. Okay, brandy was discovered at least in the 16th century, the year 1953. It was first begun to be distilled in France, but the word brandy is came from a Dutch word meaning brandy wine or a brand or a burnt wine. So it's like heating the fermented wine by means of fermentation or to the process of distillation, and that will be how to make the brandy itself. Okay. So normally brandy sa Pilipinas, ito yung mga drinks na kagaya ng branded Emperador brandy, uh, Barcelona brandy is our local brand of our brandy. So famously international known brand are Pundador. Okay. So normally iniinom ang brandy in a room temperature. So wala siyang ice, and some cognac also drink neat, and some guests drink it with water on the side, or they mix it either with soda water, either they drink it as an aperitif or before dinner, or it can also be served in the mid of their main course or the dinner, or right after the dinner. Okay, there is also chance the guest will order some cocktails, which is like brandy Alexander. It's a kind of drink that are called the after dinner drinks. So all of these things will be tackled for this afternoon. We will discuss also the differences of cognac to brandy, brandy to armagnac, and also the Italian brandy called the white Italian brandy called grappa. Okay. So, by the way, my name is Nelson Navarro. I'll be your bartending instructor. I've been in the hotel industry for more than 17 to 18 years, working in the cruise line as a bartender. An IBA member or International Bartender Associated member, and also a member of Philippine Bartenders League. So, these are the association Group Association of Bartender in the Philippines. So let's start with the brandy. Okay? So ano nga ba itong brandy? So brandy defined as a spirit distilled from fermented juice of grape. So normally galing siya sa ubas or sa grape through the process of fermentation, and after fermentation, ito ay i-distilled, okay, to obtain the alcohol content for more than 140 to 160. Then after that, they were watered down it until to deserve the particular alcohol volume of 35% up to 60-70% alcohol by volume. Okay, brandy is a liquor produced by distilling wine, as I mentioned a while ago. Brandy generally served in a brandy glass, and it is aged on a wooden cask. For the fruit brandies, normally they age it in a white cask barrel. Okay, that's our brandy. So the local example of our brandy, as I mentioned a while ago, are the Emperador brandy. We have Emperador Light. We have Barcelona brandy. Okay, for international, we have Saint Remy brandy, Saint Gregory brandy, and the Pundador brandy. So let's now go to the cognac. Okay. So, ano naman tong cognac? Okay, cognac is a specific type of brandy which is distilled twice, okay, using in a copper pot still. It is the world's renowned brandy produced region in France. It is divided into seven regions. Okay, cognac are only found in the region of France. So particularly do sa tinatawag nilang cognac region. So when you say cognac, it is only produced or originated in a cognac region, which is found or located in France. So it is divided into seven regions or sub-regions. Of from the top quality is the Grande Champagne or Grande Champagne, followed by the Petit Champagne, the Borderies, the Pinbois, down the line to Pinbois, and lastly the Bois Ordinaries. and and the other one is the Bois Commandits Eterior. Okay, that's the classification of the seven regions that having the quality of producing the cognac. Okay, when it comes to cognac labels, so ito naman yung mga labels na makikita natin sa brand ng cognac. So normally, you can see in the label the 3 stars. So the 3 stars meaning was aged for at least 18 months. Also the BS also aged for 18 months, and the BSOP normally 4.5 years. Then XO 5 to 5.5 years. So some label of the cognac, well, makita natin mga letters na signified what are the classification or what kind of quality cognac it is. Okay, let's start with the letter B. When we found or see a letter V in a level of cognac, it is means a berry. That's the word berry. S stands for superior. O is stand for old, and P for pale. So let's, for example, if we can see a bottle of Remy Martin, there's a label BSOP. So that meaning that cognac is called a berry superior old pale. Okay? And to continue, letter E stands for special, F for fine, and X for extra. So if we can see XO in the label of the cognac, meaning that's extraordinary. So automatically, in the law of France, in making of cognac, it is at least 5.5 years of age in a oak wooden barrel. Okay, that's the cognac labels for us to determine. Okay, now let's go to the Armagnac. Okay, ano naman tong Armagnac? When you say Armagnac, okay, as a cognac, it is the place where you can found the producing place in France. In Armagnac, there's another region called Armagnac. Okay, ito naman yung type ng cognac na makikita natin sa region of Armagnac, but you can call them as Armagnac because it was came from Gascony region or Armagnac Gascony, which is located in south part of Bordeaux, France. Okay, the brandy is labeled Armagnac because of their law implemented in making of special brandy. Okay, it is a type or special type of brandy traditionally made in Aquitaine in southwestern part of France. Okay? So normally ganun din siya. It is drink by either neat or water on the side. or either long drinks, they can put soda, Armagnac soda. Okay. So next will be the fruit brandies. Ano naman to mga fruit brandies? So normally, fruit brandies is crushed and fermented the moment it is picked, and distillation follows quickly, and then spirit is matured or maturing process in a few months only to preserve the freshness and flavor of the fruits. Okay, fruit brandies are colorless. Okay, because they are aged in edenware, or they call the wax line glass cask, instead of using the wood barrel type, which would affect the flavor of the fruit. It is sometimes called also as eau de bay. So normally ito yung mga fruit brandies na like flavored with banana, with pineapple, with citrus, with raspberry. So no, normally they are colorless. So sometimes in Europe they call it, or in France they call it as a UDB. So what are these different or different kinds that mostly popular in market or around the world? Okay, let's start it with this Calvados. Okay, Calvados is a brandy from Normandy or from France. Okay, it's made with from apple. So when you go to United States, this fruit brandy made from apple called Apple Jack. So in France they call the Calvados. In United States they call as Apple Jack. So there's another one fruit brandy is made from plum from Yugoslavia. They call it Slovibits. Okay, it's made by a fruit plum. So another one is the Kirsch or the Kirschwasser. It is fruit brandy distilled from black cherry fruits. It is originated or originally from Germany. Okay. Next is the kind of fruit brandies called the Mirabelle or the Quitch. It's a colorless spirit distilled from fruit plum. Okay, these are coming from France. Okay. Next is the Williamine or the Fair Williams. It's another kind of fruit brandies, colorless, with the flavor of the pear. Okay? O yung ating pear fruits. And lastly is the framboise. It is a colorless distilled spirit or a kind of fruit brandies coming from fruit of raspberry. Okay? It is from raspberry fruits. Okay, now we go to this another one, the white brandy. Okay, popularly known as the grappa. Okay, grappa is originally come from Italy. So grappa is a brandy. It's a white brandy distilled from coming from a fermented residue of grapes after they have been pressed in winemaking. Actually, in winemaking process, ito yung mga actually mga third time na fresh pinrest na yung pinrest yung ubas o yung grapes, third times, fourth times, fifth times, instead of throwing it, okay, they made it as a grappa or a white brandy. Okay, normally it is also a colorless brandy, white brandy from Italy. So it is called grappa. It's served to be chilled. Okay, normally chinichilled yung bottle when they serve it. Served in a cordial glass or a chilled cordial glass. Normally it is the most commonly uh, people drink it with the chilled one. Okay, not on ice or not on the rocks. Okay, normally the uses and service. Okay, when it comes to service and uses of brandy, cognac, okay, brandy is normally served in a straight as the traditional, okay, after dinner drinks or aperitif drinks. So guests may order a shot of brandy, either neat. They can drink it in the middle of their main course or after the dinner. Okay. So normally yung basong ginagamit sa pag-serve ng brandy or cognac should be a brandy snifter or a brandy balloon. A little much bigger to ordinary brandy snifter. As I mentioned a while ago, brandy should be served either water on the side. It could be also mixed with brandy and soda, okay, as a mixture. And the famous coffee liqueur, coffee special coffee, they call it Cafe Royale, which they put black coffee, then add cognac, then put whipping cream on top. So that's the famous special coffee called Cafe Royale. Okay. So normally in cocktails, they serve the famous cocktails, which we have later on have a demo of the cocktail drinks known sidecar. The main ingredients is the brandy, or sometimes you can use cognac. So with triple sec and lemon juice. So after that, we will go to the famous cocktails, no? At ano nga ba yung mga cocktails na made from this brandy or cognac? Normally, number one dyan yung tinatawag nating brandy Alexander. So brandy Alexander is a cocktail normally served after dinner drinks. Okay, after the dinner, this cocktail was very famous because of the and creamy flavored because we use brandy, cream de cacao, brown, and brandy itself. It's a little bit use of shaking procedure. So you have to shake the drinks and put on top of the nutmeg. Okay, a little bit nutmeg on top of the drink. Okay, as you can see in our illustration at our picture, that's our famous brandy Alexander. We now go to the stinger. Stinger normally sometimes either you can serve this as a aperitif or after dinner drinks. So it's a combination of brandy and cream de menthe white. So a shot of brandy and a one half shot of cream de menthe white. So the procedure it's also need to be shake, okay, and serve in the old fashioned glass. Okay. Next slide. For you can see the sidecar. Okay, the sidecar is a combination of brandy, triple sec, and lemon juice. Okay. So sidecar is a combination of a shot of brandy, half shot of triple sec, and lemon juice. The procedure, it should be also using the shaker, shaken and put in in a cocktail glass and garnish with lemon, slice of lemon or cherry. Okay, after this, I have the little demonstration how to prepare, how to mix the cocktail known sidecar. And after that, there's a little video for it for added information, added uh, uh, information that you can get from cognac or brandy and armagnac.
Yes, good afternoon. Tonight I will show you the one of famous cocktail, the sidecar. So it's a base of first get the ice. All right. One shot of brandy and half shot of the triple sec, and of course our lemon juice. Then we need to shake it. Alright? Then it's about time to use our strainer. Okay? Then we have this martini glass, then we have to pour it. That's it. That's the side top.
Then after that, there will be another video for you to learn or more information about the brandy and cognac.
How is brandy made? Some spirits, like whiskey, begin with grains. With brandy, it all starts with fruit. Grapes are the most common, but apples, plums, and cherries can be used, as well as many others. After the fruit is harvested, it's fermented into wine or cider. Some producers do this themselves. others source it from elsewhere. Once fermentation is complete, the wine is distilled, then either bottled for sale or barreled for aging. Brandy is made all over the world, and each region has its own style. French brandy is by far the most well-known, with styles like Cognac, Armagnac, and Calvados. Cognac and Armagnac are made from grapes grown in their namesake regions, while Calvados is made with cider using apples and pears from the Calvados region. These styles have very strict rules about how they're produced and labeled. In South America, Peru and Chile both make brandy called pisco. Peruvian pisco is distilled once and never aged. Chilean pisco is distilled several times and can be aged in wood. In Spain, you'll find brandy de Jerez, made using grapes from the La Mancha region and aged in ex-sherry barrels in Jerez. In the US, brandy is usually made from grape-based wine, but other fruits aren't uncommon. Every brandy region has different rules, customs, and traditions. To learn more about brandy and all the styles from around the world, head to distiller.com.
Okay. Sana marami kayong natutunan kay Sir Nelson ngayong gabi about brandy.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yes, so you can go to our website, www.asha.edu.ph, for more information about ASHA and our courses. No, BS Hospitality Management, college yun. And then we have the certificate courses in hotel and restaurant operation. So merong bartending, housekeeping, food and beverage service at front office. So join us again next week for another episode of ASHA E-Skwela. At marami pa kaming nakalaan na lessons para sa inyo. Again, ako si Dean Angie Blanco ng ASHA E-Skwela. Tulong-tulong tayo para mapalawak ang ating kaalaman. Tandaan, sa ASHA, may pag-ASHA. See you next week. Goodbye!